Completed in 438 BC, the Parthenon. From the Greek word parthenas, meaning virgins.
I quite like that classical look of the early 60s.
It is such a great style. You know, it definitely resonates.
The sets they've created, the costumes they've created, the hair and makeup, it's so apt to that time.
It's beautiful and everyone looks really beautifully dressed.
Stephen Noble's costumes were so much more stylish than what I had, imagined in my head and stuff, but still told the story really well.
Heck of a joint you picked out.
Yeah, it's modeled after the old Ottoman cafes.
Great guide, isn't he?
Wonderful.
Knows everything.
Exciting period in fashion at the time, 1962. I'd taken inspiration from like the French Parisian fashion houses of the time, so Dior, Balenciaga, Nina Ricci, Chanel, but also simplified it as well to make it slightly contemporary.
It looks beautiful and the colors are really beautiful. It feels like an old postcard at times, but it still feels fresh.
The inspiration for the colours I got from visiting the Parthenon in Athens.
If one were to leave one's hat on one side of the temple steps, it would vanish altogether when viewed from the other.
Kirsten and Hoss decided that she came from a fashion background in New York.
She's got this amazing wardrobe of Chanel diamonds, Chanel handbags.
We got some Chanel jewelry happening here.
We see her at the Acropolis and she just stands out in this lemon dress. I love this because it's a work of art. It's like a sculpture.
Most of my friends who I've shown pictures to and everything, they're like, oh, I love that dress and can you keep that?
She's very sweet. Wouldn't trust him to mow my lawn.
It's always best to underplay the hair and makeup so that you don't notice it too much.
It's not overly self-conscious. It's not screaming, look at me.
I've tried to incorporate kind of Scott Fitzgerald era, which is sort of 30s, 40s, and then a bit of the 50s as well. So it's a really lovely eras to actually amalgamate. I've kind of understated everything, and I've tended to go for a more sort of Hollywood glamour look.
And actors, they used to be in these places. They used to look that way. I think that when people see this movie, they'll say, wow, this is the way movies used to look.